The Incas were performing successful brain surgery when the rest of the world thought a headache was caused by demons. This ancient civilization was so advanced, they built a massive empire without a written language, money, or even the wheel. So how did they manage to conquer mountains and create mind-boggling technologies? I'm going to show you the weirdest and most brilliant hacks the Incas used to run their world. And you'll find out why their do not be lazy rule was taken very, very seriously. You definitely didn't want to lie about whether or not you were being lazy either. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see why the Incas were the ultimate life hackers of history. So, how do you run a 2,500-mile-long empire without a single text message or email? You use yarn, obviously. The Incas invented something called a Khipu, which was basically their version of a supercomputer made of knotted cords. Imagine trying to file your taxes using a bunch of colorful strings. A knot here meant 10, a different kind of knot there meant 100, and the color of the string could mean anything from corn to soldiers. It was so complex that we modern-day folks are still struggling to decode all of them. These weren't just simple bean counters. Some researchers believe Khipus could tell stories and record history, making them the world's first 3D spreadsheets. But what happens when your super advanced accounting system is also your cat's favorite toy? Now, if running an empire on string wasn't wild enough, try doing it without a single coin. The Incas had no money. If you wanted a new pair of sandals, you couldn't just buy them. Instead, you worked for the state, and the state would provide for you. It was all based on a system of reciprocity and labor. They had a simple life philosophy: don't steal, don't lie, and don't be lazy. And that last one was a big deal. Laziness was seen as a serious crime because everyone had to contribute. So while you're procrastinating by watching this video, just remember an Inca official might have sentenced you to some serious hard labor for it. But their strangest advancement wasn't in economics. It was inside the human skull. This brings us to their most shocking skill, brain surgery. Archaeologists have found Incan skulls with perfectly square holes cut into them, and many show signs of healing, meaning the patients actually survived. At a time when European doctors were still using leeches for everything, Incan surgeons were carefully relieving pressure on the brain and removing bone fragments after head injuries. They had a higher success rate than surgeons during the American Civil War hundreds of years later. So, not only could they run a cashless society and communicate with knots, but they could also literally fix your brain. The Incas weren't just ancient. They were from the future.